tayo ng orientation na pwede pa bang mag-back out ang isang OFW applicant pagkatapos niya maintindihan at maunawaan ang kanyang posibleng kapalaran pagdating niya sa kanyang employer, Mr. President?
Yung huling pong katanungan, Ginoong Pangulo, definitely pwede po siyang mag-back out, no? At doon po sa sinasabing one size fits all ba, we don't believe, Mr. President, na one size fits all. At ang departamento ay naniniwala that it should be country specific, Mr. President. Yung pong ginagawang PIDOS or pre-departure orientation seminar, may kasama na po yung culture and language for domestic workers. Provided po yan dito po sa NCR. May mga regional offices po tayo, Region 6, Region 7, Region 10, Region 11. May ang duration po is 1 to 3 days. Pinapakita po at ino-orient natin yung ating mga kababayan about the culture familiarization. Isang araw po yan, yung culture and language training. For example, kung Arabic po yan, may 3 days po yan, Mandarin. Taiwan, 6 days, Hebrew, Israel, Cantonese, Cantonese in Hong Kong, about 3 days. Yung seminar po, Ginoong Pangulo, includes PIDOS provider, registered PRAs, yung positive values, dangal ng bayan na OFW and cultural insights of the host country, yung pong standard employment contract, ano po ba yung mga government programs and services, yung pong departure tips, kasama rin po yan, yung health, safety, and crisis preparedness, personal financial tips. Tapos dun po, nagpo-fall dun sa culture familiarization na binabanggit natin kanina, at least one whole day, yung cultural do's and don'ts, which is very important. Kasama po yan sa discussion, lalo na kung kayo pupunta sa Malaysia, sa Korea, Japan, Canada, and Germany. Yung culture and language training naman po, we made mention a while ago sa Arabic 3 days, Mandarin 6 days, Hebrew, Cantonese 3 days. And mahalaga po yung labor laws. Napapaliwanag sa ating mga kababayan na aalis po yung included po in post-arrival orientation seminars. Doon sa post-arrival orientation seminars, nais ko lang pong banggitin para mailagay sa ating talaan, meron pong 27 migrant workers offices that conducts post-arrival orientation seminars on a regular basis po ito. Sa Asia and the Pacific, nandiyan po yung Singapore, New Zealand, South Korea, Australia, Malaysia, Taichung, ito po ay in Taiwan, Tokyo, Osaka, Hong Kong, Taipei, Macau, Kaohsiung, sa Taiwan din po. Sa Europe at America naman po, meron po dyan sa Rome, sa Milan, Geneva, London, Berlin, Prague, Madrid, Toronto, Vancouver, Los Angeles, California, Washington DC. At sa Middle East, meron pong Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Jordan, at Kuwait.
Maraming salamat, good sponsor, sa very illuminating na mga detalye nito. At doon pa lang sa pagtatala, napapatunayan, country-specific na po. That's very important para sa ating mga kababayang OFW. Dako naman po ako, Mr. President, dun sa DMW guidelines for seasonal workers program. So we would like to know the status and details, or at least the important details of these guidelines, definition of seasonal workers, ilan pong seasonal OFWs ang nagtatrabaho na, at ilan ang available na mga trabaho dito sa seasonal workers program, Mr. President.
Mr. President, the Department of Migrant Workers has implemented the anti-illegal recruitment, trafficking in persons initiatives related po dito sa mga seasonal workers program. Some actions that were taken by the department include filing of 39 illegal recruitment cases with 118 complainants, and these cases include cases against individuals working for 7 LGUs involved in SWP or yung Seasonal Workers Program, 11 Korean nationals who acted as brokers and intermediaries. Part din po nitong 39 illegal recruitment cases with 118 complainants, yung 30 kaso na na have their own respective information. Filed in court na po ito. One case is pending trial in Quezon City, another in Davao City. DMW is also working with complainants from other LGUs to file additional cases against respondents. At yung huli po was dismissed due to out of court settlement of the parties. And there are also 24 cases. 24 of these cases are still pending preliminary information. Ito po yung denominator natin is 39, you know. Yung 10 cases naman po were dismissed during preliminary information. Dalawang kaso po dito, one with the city prosecutor of San Fernando, Pampanga, and the other one is in Caloocan City. Will be refiled within the week after additional case build-up, as I was told, Mr. President. Another, Mr. President, that we'd like to report to the body and to our distinguished colleague, yung warnings po, no, na ginagawa ng Department of Migrant Workers, yung warnings against anti-illegal recruitment and trafficking in persons that are built into the pre-departure orientation seminars and other orientation briefings, Mr. President, for our migrant workers. Ikatlo po, ang departamento created din po itong SWP o Seasonal Workers Program Monitoring System, which I believe is very important. Ito po ay para masiguro at ma-check natin yung kondisyon and the welfare ng ating deployed workers and to monitor significant events of the SWPs. As per the monitoring system, just to put into the record, Mr. President, no, may total na po na 4,031 are still on-site working, 1,727 with finished contracts, 219 finishing their contracts, and 182 runaways as reported by the 58 LGUs. No deaths were reported as of date versus the 6 reported deaths prior to DMW's interim processing. Tapos may 182 naman po na runaways, left the work site and did not come back, stayed illegally, and others with unknown reasons. But we are working, the department's working with the Korean government on the runaway cases. Meron din po silang negotiations with Ministry of Justice of South Korea as well as Assemblyman Lee Sang-yeon to pave the way for the proposed bilateral labor agreement in this particular issue, which is the seasonal workers program, Mr. President.
Maraming salamat.
And also,
Yes.
pinapa-add din yung work program ng ating Department of Migrant Workers with the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Maraming salamat with sponsor. At pati dun sa pag-follow up na dun sa 182 na runaway, na yung iba nag-stay on illegally, yung iba ay may iba't ibang pang status at may iba't ibang kadahilan din sa pag-runaway na pina-follow up din sila ng DMW. Kasi naalala ko dun sa unang exposure ko sa Qatar, particular sa Doha, problema din po ng ibang mga kababayan natin doon na isinusumbong silang nag-run away. When in fact, hindi naman talaga sila nag-run away. So nagkaroon talaga sila ng higit na problema sa post-government. Kumbaga isinusumbong sila ng mga employers nila. Just for the record also, Mr. President, good sponsor, ito nga pong Seasonal Worker Program of Korea, o SWP, started in 2015 under the Ministry of Justice of Korea, where LGUs of Korea go directly to LGUs in the Philippines to enter into MOUs for recruitment and deployment of migrant workers in agriculture and fisheries sectors in Korea. Short-term employment po ito for 3 to 5 months, and then the workers have to return back to the Philippines. So, salamat din kung sponsor sa pagbanggit dun sa mga detalye kaugnay ng mga LGUs. Dahil importante po yung papel nila sa programa. At kapag sila lumabag or naging pabaya sa karapatan ng kanilang mga constituents, mabigat ang accountability nila. Further, Mr. President, a big issue here is that our LGUs are not authorized to recruit and deploy workers abroad per DMW rules and regulations. Thus, strictly and legally speaking, the LGUs are actually engaging in illegal recruitment. Problema, walang malinaw na guidelines or at least wala noon ang DMW or not even DILG on the matter. Babalikan ko po yung DILG at the end of this big manifestation. Mr. President, dahil maigi ang DMW, meron na pong work program with the DFA. So, sana may magkaroon din ng, well, joint circular, possibly issuance ng joint circular mula sa DMW at sa DILG naman. And lastly, for this big manifestation, Mr. President, since currently there are no clear policy guidelines, or there were no clear policy guidelines on SWP, the program became open for abuse and extortion of money and excessive fees from prospective workers. Moreover, the terms of employment were also not aligned with DMW prescribed standard employment contract na actually good sponsor naging problema din sa ilang mga kababayan natin sa Qatar. Parang very recently lang, salamat sa Ministry of Labor doon na nag-undertake ng reform sa kanilang labor laws. Ngayon pa lang, mas napipermit yung tungkol sa isang standard employment contract. So to ensure that workers dito po sa Korea go home after their contract expires, they're made to pay a deposit to the LGU. If the worker does not return as scheduled, the deposit is forfeited in favor of the LGU. So parang dati, may protection syempre ang